Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Akila. I'm going to be discussing the crucial aspect of this week that will be happening. That will be a game changer for the year. That aspect will be Saturn and Venus cazimi, as well as Mars being opposite Pluto. At the same time, we have Mercury conjuncting Neptune in the sky. And we also have the Sun that is now stepping into Taurus, which is a Venus ruled sign. These is going to be a very big week. Like, I cannot stress this enough. From April 21st to April 30th, the energy will hold, okay? And whatever is happening this week, whatever is taking place this week will hold, because Saturn will be walking those degree points again, where Saturn and Venus are right now this week, late September into November 2025, and then into January 2026. So let's break this down a little bit. Venus meeting Saturn in the sky, they have already been together for a good while actually in the sky. I made a video on Venus retrograde. If you would like to check that out, to get more details on the energy. But when Venus and Saturn are conjuncting together, there is a crucial reality check on your love life, your value systems, your money, and your possessions, okay? This is going to be a big deal. This is a Saturnian energy, which is an outer planet, which means the outside world is going to be affecting your personal relationships, your value systems. Things that are happening on the outside will have a big influence on those things that I spoke about. So, example, if you've been in a relationship dynamic that is not good for you, this transit will ignite it even more. It will spark it. Some of you that are more conscious will actually feel the download, the awareness of knowing that this is not for you, and some of you may leave. Others may upgrade, value themselves more. For those of you that are single, you may be dealing with situations with relationships with your family, with your money. Why do I say family? Because Saturn rules that dynamic in the chart as well. We also have the Mars and Pluto opposition in the sky. I also made a separate video talking about that energy, and that energy is about the old and the new. Okay. Now, another way that this energy can manifest is when Saturn touches a planet, especially a personal planet. Personal planets are planets that are more in our realm of control. It's more our flavor, our special seasoning that we come in with, right? But the outer planets also have their own influence. So what can happen now is that you can find that there's a lot of breakthroughs happening in certain departments in your life that have to deal with the Venetian matters, or that have to deal with your work, your job, the thing that you do to make money. Sirius is a big part of this as well, because Sirius has been moving through the sign of Pisces, and it will also be meeting with Venus and Saturn. Sirius is the asteroid that deals with the way that you were nurtured when you were young by your caregivers, your mother, as well as the way that you nurture yourself now in your adult life. Whether it's good or bad, that all depends on how you were nurtured and what aspects your natal Sirius is making. The thing about Sirius is that it's very linked to Saturn. Okay, because Saturn is the material world, and Sirius materializes things as well. So it can bring grief, it can bring loss, it can bring nurturing, it can bring understanding, it can bring food, right? It can bring something to you that you need. But because it's going to be touching Venus and Saturn, there may be an aspect here that you may want to change the way you work, or change the work that you have, or there may be a change in your work. This is the week that is probably, I would say, the most crucial week of 2025, because there have been so many shifts and changes happening. Observe the transit, see if this stuff is going on in your world. We also have Neptune newly in Aries, so a lot of endings, right? And a lot of beginnings can be happening at the same time. So give yourself some time, Give yourself some space. Saturn, if you would like, just a feedback, Saturn does not like to waste its time. And when Venus is there, that's going to be the way you feel in relationships. You're going to be looking at your relationship dynamics. You're going to be looking at your finances. You're going to be looking at the people around you. You're going to be looking at yourself. And you're going to be asking yourself, am I wasting my time? And if you find that the answer is yes, there needs to be some type of shift physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that you can, harness within yourself to allow that change to happen. Because the biggest thing is awareness. So astrology just taps into the timing of when the awareness is possible. So check this week out. Make sure you're paying attention to what's going on, because this week will definitely let you understand what is going on. I made a Venus retrograde video talking about the dates for this. If you'd like to take a look at it, I'll put the link up here. And for those of you that don't know, I will be having a class with Nadia Shaw, Synchronicity University, where I will be talking about the two outer planets, Neptune and Saturn, dreams into reality, and how the influence of these two planets that meet every 36 years is going to be impacting us, as well as what happens when you're born with it in a natal chart, transits, aspects, going over all of those kind of things. I'm going to leave the link below in the description box for those of you that are interested in signing up. Classes will be as low as $5 for the next, I think, week and a half. So if you are interested, definitely, subscribe to that class. It's going to be on June 3rd, 2025 at 6 p.m. Eastern. I think 7 or 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to put the link down below. All right, thanks guys for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.